Okay, so we're down at RJ's gym in Chingford. RJ stands for Rod Julian. I'm pleased to be joined by the man himself. Good evening, Rod.
Good evening, Kev.
So we just had a chat with Michael Lomax. Obviously, his fight against Chaz Simmons, obviously he beat him last time out, and obviously thinking about making it again. What's your own personal view on the fight, the Simmons-Lomax fight the first time round?
I thought, Michael, it was a clean sweep. I mean, obviously, saying it was close was a bit delusional, to be fair to you, but I didn't think he'd stay in there for 10 rounds, but give him due, he stayed in there for 10 rounds at the end of the day. But
I know you thought of some weight issues. I think you thought he wasn't going to make the weight as well, didn't you?
But I didn't think he'd make the weight. I thought he struggled, but when he turned up on the weigh-in of the day before, he looked gaunt, and I said to Michael, he looks strange, you know what I mean? But I just don't think he's in the same class, and I still don't think. I'm like to Michael, you know, what is the worth of this? Why are we bothering ourselves with this? But Michael's adamant. If he wants,
I think it's a good fight. It was a great fight first time round. I think it's a great fight.
If you was indoors watching that on Sky Sports, you would be more than happy with watching that. It deserved television. You'd think it was a great fight. He had everything. He had a bit of dirtiness, nastiness, boxing, knockdown. It had everything. You know, like low blows, but we won't go into that. But that's the way fighters come across. You know what I mean? But it was a great fight to watch for boxing. But if Michael wants it again, I'll back him on his coach. But Michael will stop him, guaranteed. And obviously, to be fair, this is the other way around. Normally, the guy's ringing up saying, we want a rematch. Michael's saying, listen, let's just put this to bed. I'll give you a rematch. Do you want it or not? And that's a big thing. He's never going to get a chance like this again in his life. So if he don't take this, then it says a lot, doesn't it?
Okay, so obviously Michael's the most experienced guy you've got in your stable here, and he's the most known. He's been around for the longest time. Just, obviously, you're a growing stable. We talked to Michael a little bit about the stable you've got here. Just tell us a little bit about the stable you've got here and the lads you've got coming through.
I mean, to be fair, I feel blessed with the stable I've got. We're really like a family atmosphere. I think everyone's really close. We socialise in and out of the ring. We all train together. We do track together. We do the park together, we spar together, we do everything together, and if someone's like a weak link, we bring them up no matter what standard they're at until they're at the level that they've got to be. And I think that's what separates me from the rest of the camps. I mean, I've got like Sahal Ahmed at the moment, Showstar, came to me 2-0 in his last 2 fights. He's probably one of the most improved fighters out there. I mean, he's 6 foot tall, he's a light welter, he's going to make lightweight. He's fighting on Saturday, 11th of October, obviously this Saturday. And he's really going to be someone to watch out for. He's had some really good sparring with Mitchell Smith, English champion. And
good boy, Mitchell, as well. He's a good lad. Mitchell Smith.
Mitchell's a lovely guy and a potential, I tell you, he's got everything in the making, that boy. And just to spar with him is a privilege. And they like Sol, and they said he's doing really well. And we're going to spar with him loads up for the next fight after this. And it's all experience for us. We're humble, we don't know everything, but we're willing to learn. I'm a young coach, and I've got some great young fighters coming through along at the moment, which is nice. Remel Scott Pavlin, which has come over to me to resurrect his career, who's trained really, really hard. He's going to be a fantastic middleweight. Mustard Mike Peart is carrying an injury at the moment, but he's potential champion. There's a lot of young guys coming through that are 3, 4, 5-0, 6-0. And that's what we're doing now. We're being quiet, we're being humble, and we're creeping up the ladder. And I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose at all. But I'm making them all humble, but they're all really tight. Anyone that comes into this camp will feel welcome. And if I get a fight, no matter how good he is, and if he ain't compatible with the camp and he don't get on, then he ain't joining the team. It's as straight as that.
So you say you've been a young coach. Just how long have you been coaching for pro? Or obviously coaching boxing, but coaching pro?
Coaching boxing for probably about 18 years, to be fair to you.
So you're not that young in a coach?
Huh?
Not that young coach then?
Not. But in the age, if I say I'm 41, they might look at that as a young coach. I might look younger, but
you don't.
Oh, cheers, thanks a lot, Kev. But yeah, I mean, in aspect, if you look at me saying I'm 41 years of age, I'm not a young coach, but for what I've achieved is great. I mean, I train a lot of like the ex-West Ham boys, Repton boys. My name's getting out there now. I've been in the pro coach for nearly 3 years now, and I'm getting calls at the moment, and fighters are coming over, and I'm getting recognition I deserve, I think. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, a year ago, Michael Lomax was going to retire. I mean, on BoxRec, he's ranked number 7. He's won the International Masters, the British Masters now. I mean, that says a lot for my training. It must work. Do you know what I mean? Because he was going to retire. Look at him now. He's going places now. He could really finish with a good couple of titles, and then I'll be happy for him. And if he gets what he deserves, I'll be more than happy.
I mean, the thing is, you're attracting fighters now, and you're keeping fighters, and that's the key. I think that's the thing about a coach, isn't it? I mean, coaches can have a high turnover, but it's people that keep hold of fighters prove that they're good coaches, and that's what you're doing. Your retention of fighters is quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think at the moment I tend to keep fighters. They like the way I work. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we have fun too, but there's times when you've got to be like business type. I'm strict when I've got to be. I believe in relaxing and enjoying yourself at the same time. But I think an happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. And no matter who you are, if you ain't happy and you're in a camp, it doesn't matter. You will not live to your full potential. Fact. If you're happy, then you will cause a lot of problems out there. And if your coach believes in you, your coach will be the most respected person in your life, pretty much. And if you can't respect your coach and be happy, how are you going to be happy in the ring?
Yeah, I mean, the fighter-coach bond is really, really important. You can have the best coach in the world, but if you don't gel with that coach, then it's not the right coach for you, is it? That decision that the boxer makes as coach, he's really got to trust you as a trainer, isn't he? Because he's got to rely on your input.
I think today's world, there's a lot of fighters out there, my personal opinion, that get caught up with people that have trained British champions or world champions and this and that, and automatically think they're going to make them into a British or world champion. But you've got to remember, some of these coaches out there with names, it doesn't make them the best coach out there.
Fighters make coaches, don't they? Fighters make coaches.
Exactly. I mean, end of the day, in my eyes, a coach is someone that brings someone from nothing to something. Then that's a coach. Someone like Virgil Hunter with Andre Ward. Not someone that's just grabbed the British champion and turned him into something else, because what does that do? A coach is a dangerous coach that brings someone from nothing into something. Now that to me is a coach. But I think fighters today and age get the wrong aspects on coaches. Yeah, he's trained this one, he's trained that one. But it don't mean nothing. If you're happy, and I've got really an unbeaten stable, but I'm just coming up slowly and humble, and things with me, I'll give a fighter 120%. They'll get the calls. How you doing, guys? What's happening? Have you won tonight? Or this and that? Got any problems? But do you know what? Other coaches ain't interested in that madness. But I really believe I'm in this to train champions, and that's the bottom line.
Well, you're well on your way to doing that. So, if anyone, obviously, you're looking at taking on more fighters, obviously we talked a little bit with Michael once about you being on Facebook and RJ's Gym. You still looking to take on more pros, or are you full at the moment?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm always looking to take on fighters that want to recreate themselves or improve themselves. Thing is with us here, you'll get 120%. If I feel I can't give it to you, I won't take you on. If you come to me and I feel I can help you, I will help you 120%. If I feel I can't help you, I'll just be straight and say, listen, don't think I can do nothing for you. And I ain't going to blow smoke up their behinds. I'll just tell them how it is. But if I see something in a fighter, I'll train him. And if I train him, he will be better. Fact.
Well, you've got a lovely gym down here, and it's growing all the time, so thanks for having us down here. So just again, on Facebook, RJ's Gym. Are you on Twitter at all, if anyone wants to get hold of you there?
Yeah, Twitter's RJ's Gym as well on Twitter.
At RJ's Gym there. All right, well, thanks for having us down, Stan. We wish you all the best for the future.
Cheers, Kev.